Okay, here's an example of, there's two examples here, A and B, solving a quadratic equation by factoring. So for part A, you can see this is already in standard form. So to factor it, you see a trinomial on the left-hand side. So it's going to split to two binomials, still be set equal to 0. The x squared will split to x and x. Now we need two factors of 9 that add up to a negative 10 to be negative 9 and negative 1. Oops. Alright, so then you set each factor equal to 0 and solve those little equations separately to find your answers for x. So I'll have x equals 9, that's my first answer, and I'll have x equals 1 is my other answer. Let's look at part B. Part B is very similar, but as you can tell, it's not in standard form. I have some terms on the left and some terms on the right. So let's put it in standard form by moving the two terms on the right over to the left-hand side. So my 2x squared will stay on the left. If I have a positive 9x on the right, if it moves to the left, it'll be a negative 9x. Same with my positive 5 on the right. If I move it to the left, it'll be a negative 5. Then there's nothing left on the right-hand side. Alright, so this is a trinomial again. Look at that lead coefficient is 2 this time. Let's set it equal to 0. Alright, 2. Yeah, 2 is prime, so is 5, so this shouldn't be too bad to factor. Split the 2x squared up to 2x and x. Then my signs, one has to be positive, one has to be negative. Not sure which one yet. I need to place the 5 and the 1, since 5 is prime, such that when I check my outsides and my insides, they have to add up to negative 9. Alright, so let's put the 5 with the 2. So I multiply, that'll give me 10, and the 1 here. Alright, let's make that 10 negative and the 1 positive. Alright, so when I check my outsides, what is that? Negative 10x. My insides plus 1x. That'll give me my negative 9 there. Good. Alright, we factored it correctly. So set each factor equal to 0 and solve. Solve for x in both cases. My first case, I'll get x is negative 1/2. That's good. And x equals 5 is the other answer. You can check both of these into your original equation. For x, check one at a time, obviously, and both of them will work. So that's how an example of solving a quadratic equation by factoring.